the world's biggest lockdown in India. All of India will be shut from today. A total lockdown for the next 21 days. 1.38 billion people will be staying indoors only. There was panic buying after the announcement made by the Prime Minister, and the Prime Minister appealed against the panic that all the essentials will be provided. Hello and welcome. The past few weeks witnessed several major decisions on the academic calendar in terms of exams and results. The biggest, of course, was the postponement of the NEET 2020 and the JEE to September. But the big question is, are these changes taking a toll on students? We have one such student among us joining on the show today, Lakshman Tiwari.
Thank you, Ms. Sanjana, for giving me the privilege to speak on your show today. I am Lakshman Tiwari, a normal student from a middle class family. Now, many of you might be thinking that how the pandemic affected the students, but the pandemic did affect the students greatly. Already, due to the pandemic, the students had to live in isolation. A sense of loneliness did strike the mind. But not only that, as the exams got postponed, the load on the students increased. They had to study more. They did get time, but after a certain time, the students wanted the exam to be held as soon as possible. As time passed, now the students feared the corona pandemic. They thought, what if they went to give the exams and they caught one? Now the students were not willing to give the exams. They weren't willing to get out of their houses because most of them were from a middle class family. Now, a middle class person cannot afford the bills of the hospital.
An estimated 2 lakh teachers may be out of job without a salary. Management says they are in no position to pay. We have Manish Varma, a teacher at the John Cannon School, joining us from Mumbai.
I would like to thank Sanjana for having me. Myself Manish Verma and I'm a teacher. This sudden shift to online teaching has been nothing but hectic. Being a 52-year-old man with little to no technical knowledge and suddenly being told to learn how to take online classes seemed preposterous. I'm really grateful to my daughter who very patiently helped me understand the basic of Zoom. Otherwise, often I would freeze, try to understand how the thing worked. Staring at the camera and teaching for hours is harder than I thought. I would get nervous and my voice would crack. And it doesn't get any easier as we teachers become subjected to constant online bullying by the students who would humiliate us through slangs to going as far as giving open threats. This has taken quite a toll on our mental health as our life and respect from students seems to diminish in seconds. There is also a financial problem caused due to the salary cut imposed during the lockdown period. All of these adds unnecessary stress and frustration for teachers as well as students. Despite all this, we teachers are trying our best, leaving no stones unturned so that the education and future of the students doesn't get compromised.
The ongoing economic lockdown due to COVID 19 has disrupted the way IT companies function, as more than 85% of the workforce now has to work from home. Joining us now, Jay Shetty. He is an IT worker at Google.
Thank you, Sanjana ji, for having me here. I am Jay Shetty and I'm currently working at Google. Lockdown has put quite a pressure on the people working from home. There is no fixed schedule like we used to have of working 6 to 8 hours a day. Sometimes nowadays we have to work for more than 24 hours sitting at one place in front of a screen. It is also taking a toll on our mental health, on our physical health, and also on our eyes especially. The boss gives us task any time of the day, be it 3 a.m. at night or 6 a.m. in the morning. The work-life balance has nearly touched zero. Also, due to the lockdown, the house help is not coming anymore, so I have to do all my household chores alone since I'm a bachelor. Also, I do not know how to cook, so the food delivery apps are also not are banned by the government as of now. So, in the initial stage of the lockdown, I cooked Maggie for 1 week and I had that, but that caused me stomach infection. So now I just watch something on YouTube or call up my mom and cook anything, no matter how bad it tastes. But of course, I have to eat it since I have to fill my stomach. Also, through your channel, I want to pass a message to all the companies that please fix the schedule for the people who are working from home, or else it is taking a toll on their mental health, physical health, as well as eyes. Please fix the schedule. Thank you.
2020 has been quite a year. Lockdown was quite a pain amidst which many NGOs are playing a massive role. Joining us now, Vihan Dubey, Umang Foundation representative. Mr. Dubey, thanks for being with us. What is Umang doing to battle COVID-19? Tell us a little about that.
Thank you, Sanjana, for having me here today. My name is Vihan Dubey and I am the Vice President of the NGO Umang Foundation. So, India being the second most populated country in the entire world has quite a dense population. So, this adds as a factor to the spread of COVID-19 virus. So, the sad part is not many people of this country have the right sanitation equipment for their protection. Hence, it also results in the risk of them getting infected by the virus and also them spreading the virus to others. So, we as an organization are trying to provide them with the right sanitation equipment, such as providing them with N95 masks and sanitizers and food, and also providing the migrant laborers with transportation so that they go and meet their family. So we as an organization are also asking you people, the entire population of country which is watching me right now, to help us by donating money, food, sanitation equipments, and also to spread awareness among communities to help them become aware. So finally, I would like to conclude that stay safe and maintain distance and use N95 graded masks and also use sanitizers as often as possible. Thank you.
As Lockdown 3.0 commences, the Union government has allowed certain relaxations. Businesses are getting back on their feet following certain norms, but reports from many parts of the country, especially the industrial areas, says that the process, however, has not been smooth sailing at all. Well, to talk more about these challenges, we are joined by Amrita Sharma. She is an entrepreneur.
Hello Sanjana, thank you for having me on your show. And I am Amrita Sharma and I am an entrepreneur. It's been 2 years since I set up my own boutique, and I must tell you, setting up your own boutique is never an easy piece of cake. And ever since the lockdown has hit us, things have taken quite a toll on us. To begin with, we don't have enough fabric or raw materials to work upon. We are short of manned labor as they have their own financial problems to deal with right now. We are unable to pay them salaries as well because there has not been sufficient marketing nor production. So, and unlike other big fashion houses, we don't have an online platform of our own. So, things have been really deteriorating for us, and if it continues to remain the way it is, then I'm afraid we'll have to file a case for bankruptcy.
Crematorium workers who are giving burials to the deceased bodies are often not acknowledged or celebrated. Govind Lal, One such frontline worker carries the bodies of COVID 19 victims and performs last rites. Let's hear from him.
Thank you, Sanjana ji, for calling me here. My name is Govind Lal and I burn bodies. मतलब काम तो मुश्किल है पर हो जाता है. I do my work honestly and I do hard work. अभी काम से ही लौट रहे हैं. पहले 3-4 बॉडी जलाना पड़ता था बट नाउ वी बर्न मोर देन 10 बॉडीज़. हाँ, वी बर्न मोर देन 10 बॉडीज़ अ डे. जलाना पड़ता है, कैसे जलाएंगे? ऐसे ही जलाते हैं, टॉवेल लपेट के. डॉक्टर साहब बोले थे डैट हम लोग को मिलेगा पीपी किट, प्रोटेक्टिव ग्लव, पर कुछ नहीं, ऐसे ही हम लोग जलाते हैं बिना कोई प्रोटेक्शन का. फिर पैसा भी कम ही है, मतलब एक बॉडी का कितना आपको मिलेगा जलाने का? चल जाता है, दिन का रोज़गार चल जाता है. और कहीं सोने का जगह नहीं है, हम इधर ही सोते हैं सिमेट्री में. अब क्या करें, हमको गांव भी नहीं जाने मिलता. सरपंच बोले नहीं आ सकते, कोरोना है. अपना फैमिली भी नहीं देख सकते. अब काम है तो करना पड़ेगा, जीना जो है.
This is an attempt to salute services, extraordinary courage, and selfless service to nation when we talk about warriors in uniform at the forefront fighting COVID-19. Joining me on the show is MS Randhawa, spokesperson of Delhi Police. Thank you so much for joining us. So, what is your assessment of the overall situation?
Thank you, Ms. Sanjana, for having me here with you. So, you must be wondering what I am doing in my garden at this time of the day. Well, I'm having my lunch, not for the sake of refreshment, but to save my family from the deadly coronavirus. The days are very tough for the police force because the public backlash is very rude. People hardly follow any rules, especially in the relaxation hours. The crowd is so huge that is just helping the virus to spread even more. Talking about the police force, we are the most exposed and the least equipped group of people. Yes, you would find our men working in marketplaces, hospitals, at cemetery, even everywhere you could imagine, we are there. But in all this, there is something good for us, that is, people are showing their gratitude towards us. They are calling us heroes, frontline warriors, and these things are really keeping our morale high and helping us to work even in this worst conditions. But the public is not only showing gratitude. You could also find cases where people were attacking the police force, and the puzzling task is tracing their travelers. The ones who have came from different countries, they are not cooperating with us. They are not telling about the places they had been to, and this is very puzzling as well as difficult for us to do. On behalf of the Indian Police, it is my humble request to all of you to stay safe and stay at home. Jai Hind.
Robbed of their daily income, daily wage laborers have been brought to the streets. While some are struggling, others have resorted to going back to their home on foot for miles. Shamlal Prasad, one such migrant laborer, is here with us tonight. Let's hear from him.
थैंक यू वेरी मच संजना जी. हमारा नाम श्यामलाल प्रसाद है एंड आई बिलोंग टू पटना. हम पटना से आए हैं. हम यहाँ मुंबई में एक लेबर के तौर पे वर्क करते हैं फॉर 6 hours. आई अर्न 30 rupees बट ऑफ नो वर्क, नो फूड, नो मनी. हम सोनू सूद सर को धन्यवाद देना चाहते हैं दैट ही हेल्प्ड अस food, money, and also give us money. घर तक पहुंचाए उन लोग को. बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद हम सब लेबर का उनका. और अब बिहार जा कर के ही वहाँ पर वापस खेती शुरू करेंगे. धन्यवाद.
this evening Dr. Abhinandan. He's a pulmonologist at the Fortis Hospital. A very good evening. Thank you for being with us. Dr. Abhinandan, tell us about the challenges being faced by the doctors.
Thank you, Mrs. Sanjana, for having me here with you. I'm a pulmonologist, Dr. Abhinandan. This novel coronavirus pandemic has truly affected all of us across the globe. But one of the hardest hit communities has been healthcare frontline workers. This means doctors, nurses, CMAs, respiratory therapists, custodial staff, and so many more. There are a number of doctors and healthcare professionals out there who have gotten seriously ill, even lost their lives fighting this disease. I'd also like to bring in light some of the healthcare workers who have been disciplined for speaking up about the lack of PPEs, that is personal protective equipments. It's been a very hard time for us doctors. We are advised to follow 30 minutes decontamination routine before we get in close proximity with our family members after we come home from the hospital. Moreover, it's affecting our mental health and well-being at the same time. It's an honor to care for the patients and their families and to help them navigate through these very challenging times. Not all heroes wear capes. Some of them wear stethoscopes. Stay home, stay safe.
Hello everyone. Hello. Hut. Wow. Hut.
ऐसे ही जलाना पड़ता है बॉडी, ग्लव्स सब प्रोवाइड करके भी कुछ नहीं मिलता, चल जाता वही।
Facing a very rude public.
It's the world. It's the world's.
Another one.
It's the world's. It's the world.
Another one.
It's the world's.
वो कर ही दीजिए।
हाँ
सर
कर रफली चालू
चालू છે તો
हाँ हाँ એથી
મને પડલા નહીં
ઓહો.
Our brave hearts are constantly working day and night, not only for our safety, but to find a beacon of hope in the darkness which is this coronavirus. Real power lies in thinking not only about yourself, but your whole tribe. They are doing their bit. Now it's our turn. Let's join hands and make this world a better place to live in these difficult times.